Okay, this is the first walkthrough for AuditEasy. So this is the first dashboard. You log in, and for the client and the auditor, it's a similar login, but you first see is, all right, you're going to look at financial audit, benefit plan audit, single audit, SOC audit. Let's say I want to do financial audit. So if I'm the client, I click financial audit, it takes me to my audit. If I'm the auditor, I click on financial audit, and then it takes me to where I'll have a list of clients. I choose, okay, I want client X, which I guess it's actually a client now. But and then either way, it takes me to a dashboard, which will be very similar. It'll just have important information from the very beginning, kind of a snapshot of where the audit's at. Okay, what percent complete based on our to-do list? Hey, do we have overdue tasks? Do we have some upcoming tasks? Like, oh, we have a task, and this is when it's due. Or do we have any new tasks, anything that was added recently? Oh, we have an invoice for a prepaid selection that was added. Then I could click on there and I get the selection. And then we have like an outstanding task by person. Dana has 5, Charlie has 3, and Chris has 2. I could click on that and it shows the task by person. And then I would go to a page which is the request list. So right here, you add due task, what's the progress, and what I have is like, okay, cash. Let's see, I have a task block of link bank accounts, and it's assigned to Charlie. It's due this date, and it's in progress. So underneath that, you have 2. You have link chase account and link SVB account, both assigned to Charlie on a date. And the chase one, it's overdue, and the SVB one, that one's complete. I'm tracking that progress. Prepaids, just these squiggles is just data. Then you can have for revenue, debt, very similar to something like SureLink, very interactive. You could click on it, you have data, you have support, your real snapshot of where the audit is by person, able to look and break down. But where the rubber really hits the road, like this is a nice request list, but where are we adding, extra value? Where are we going the extra mile? And that's right here. So we'll have this page, the integrations page. So you can come in, you can add integrations. We have bank accounts, SVB and Chase, or our accounting systems. Let's say we have QuickBooks Online, or we have payables and spend management. So if a lot of times we're going to keep our invoices in Bill.com, or we have cards for Divvy, Ramp, Mercury, and we want to attach that because we want to be pulling that data. We want to get that stuff. We want to know where those invoices are. We don't want to have to ask, Charlie or Dana or Chris to go back in and go into the bank account and pull that data and trace it back to the QuickBooks account and then show the invoice and where it actually was paid for on a card here in Bill.com. We don't want to have to trace all of that. We want to be able to have all the information in one place. We have payment processing or revenue, charge to be Shopify, Stripe, where you can go in and you can get this information. It's all in one place. Way this might look is on the next one, and this is more of an auditor's view. But for example, we could go to QuickBooks Online, and we're pulling that data. Like, hey, I want to see the AR detail. I'm download that. I'm going to open it in here. I'm going to see that. Okay, I want to find that. Let's say AP detail. Like, okay, hey, I have a payable of $30,000 at the end of the year. I need to make selections. Okay, AP detail. Download. Open it right from. It's coming right from QuickBooks as a 1231. Boom! I get the info and I see, hey, I want this. I want to see that this legal invoice was paid. I go into the bank account and I see, okay, well, the description, the legal invoice of that one says $100. Let's say this says $30,000, and there's the balance. Okay, I see where it went straight from the AR detail, and I see the cash went out. I know that was a payable. It was tested. Boom. All the support is right here. And then, if I wanted to go to the, find the invoice, if they're using a management system like Bill.com, or if, like a lot of companies, if they just have the invoice within their accounting system, then on the detail, I'm just pulling it straight from there. I'm going into the GL, I'm going to the transaction, and I'm pulling the invoice straight from there. Boom. It's on the AP detail. I have the invoice. I'm seeing it in SVB. It's a closed loop. The client doesn't need to do anything except make those integrations.